Every morning, I wake up at 6:30 when my alarm rings loudly beside my bed. I usually feel a little tired, but I know I must get up and start my day. I sit on my bed for a moment, stretch my arms, and take a deep breath. Then I stand up and walk to the bathroom to wash my face with cold water. The cold water helps me wake up and feel fresh. After that, I take a quick shower to clean my body and feel ready for the day. After my shower, I dry my body with a soft towel and go back to my bedroom. I open my wardrobe and choose what to wear today. Most days, I wear jeans and a simple t-shirt, but today I decide to wear a blue shirt and black pants. Then I comb my hair carefully and look in the mirror to check if I look okay. When I'm happy with how I look, I go to the kitchen to prepare my breakfast. I make 2 eggs, toast some bread, and pour myself a cup of hot tea. I sit down at the kitchen table and start eating my breakfast slowly. Sometimes I like to read the news on my phone while I eat, and other times I listen to soft music. This morning, I choose to listen to some calm music because it helps me feel relaxed and peaceful. After I finish eating, I take my plate and cup to the sink and wash them with warm water and soap. Then I clean the table a little and go to my room to pack my bag. I check my phone, my wallet, and my keys to make sure I have everything I need before I leave the house. At 8 o'clock, I leave my house and walk to the nearest bus stop, which is just 5 minutes away. I like the short walk in the morning because the air is cool and fresh. When I arrive at the bus stop, I wait for a few minutes until the bus arrives at 8:10. I get on the bus, show my bus card, and look for a seat near the window. I sit down and look outside as the bus drives through the busy streets. There are many people, cars, and shops along the road. I arrive at work at around 8:40 and walk into the office. I work in an office where I sit at a desk and use a computer for most of the day. The first thing I do is turn on my computer and check my emails to see what is important. Then I read some messages and reply to a few coworkers who need my help. After that, I work on writing reports and organizing some files. At 10:30, I take a short break, go to the kitchen at work, and drink a cup of coffee. I usually talk with a few coworkers during the break, and we laugh or talk about the news. After the break, I go to a meeting with my team where we discuss our current projects. At 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it's time for lunch, and I feel a little hungry. I go to the cafeteria on the first floor of the building and look at the menu. Today, I choose to eat rice with chicken and a small salad on the side. I sit with my friend Lisa, who also works in the same office, and we enjoy our food together. We talk about work, our families, and sometimes about our weekend plans. After lunch, we like to take a short walk outside if the weather is nice. The sun is shining today, so we walk for 10 minutes before going back to the office. After lunch, I return to my desk and continue working on some tasks that I didn't finish in the morning. The afternoon feels a little slow, but I try to stay focused and finish everything on my list. Sometimes, I answer phone calls or help other coworkers with small problems. At 5 o'clock, the workday ends, so I turn off my computer, clean my desk, and get ready to go home. I say goodbye to my coworkers and leave the building with my bag. Then I walk back to the bus stop and wait for my bus, which comes at 5:20. I feel a bit tired, but I'm also happy that I had a good and productive day. At 6 o'clock in the evening, I finally reach home and take off my shoes at the door. I go straight to my room and change into comfortable clothes, like sweatpants and a t-shirt. After changing, I sit on the sofa in the living room and rest for a little while. Sometimes, I read a book or check my phone to see if I have any messages. Other times, I turn on the TV and watch the news or a short show. Today, I decide to watch the evening news and learn what is happening in the world. After resting, I go to the kitchen to start making dinner. For dinner tonight, I decide to cook some pasta because it is quick and easy to make. I boil some water in a big pot, then add the pasta and wait for it to cook. While it is cooking, I prepare some tomato sauce with a little cheese on top. When the pasta is ready, I mix it with the sauce and put it on a plate. The smell is very nice, and I feel hungry again. I sit down at the table and enjoy my warm dinner while listening to music. After I finish eating, I wash the dishes and clean the kitchen. Then I drink a glass of water and go back to the living room. After dinner, I usually check my phone again and reply to any messages I missed. Sometimes I call my sister and talk to her on a video call about our day. We laugh, share stories, and talk about what we want to do on the weekend. Then I brush my teeth in the bathroom and change into my pajamas. Before going to sleep, I like to read a book for 10 minutes to relax my mind. When I feel sleepy, I turn off the light, lie down in bed, and close my eyes. I think about my day and feel thankful. It was a simple but good day, and now it's time to sleep and rest. Today, I wake up earlier than usual. At 5:45 a.m., my phone rings. It's a message from my friend Lisa. Let's go for a morning walk by the lake. At first, I want to stay in bed, but then I think, why not? I quickly wash my face, brush my teeth, and put on my tracksuit and sneakers. The air outside is cool and fresh. The streets are quiet. Lisa meets me at the corner, and we walk to the lake together, talking and laughing. Birds fly over the water, and everything feels peaceful and new. After the walk, we both feel hungry. Instead of going home, We stop at a small cafe near the park. I order a cup of hot chocolate and a warm croissant. Lisa gets coffee and toast with jam. We sit by the window and watch people walking by. A man rides past on a bicycle with a dog in a basket, and we both smile. It's different from my normal breakfast at home, but it feels special and fun. I get back home at 8:15, which is later than usual. Now I have to hurry to get ready for work. I take a fast shower and choose my clothes quickly. Today I wear a blue shirt and gray pants. No time for slow music or reading news this morning. I grab my bag, check my keys, and run out the door. Luckily, I catch the bus just in time. I sit down, catch my breath, and smile. It's been a busy but exciting morning. At work, things are different today. My manager asks me to help prepare a presentation for a big client. I've never done that before, so I feel a little nervous. But I say yes and start working on the slides with a teammate named Mark. We look for pictures, write short texts, and practice what to say. Mark is funny and keeps making jokes, so the work feels easier. We finish everything just in time, and the manager says, "Good job." At lunchtime, Mark says, "Let's not eat in the office today." We go out and find a small street market with food stalls. I buy some noodles with vegetables and a fresh juice. We eat outside on a bench and talk about travel. Mark tells me about his trip to Thailand, and I listen with interest. I tell him I've never traveled far, but I want to one day. It's a fun and different lunch break, not like my usual sandwich at my desk. When we return to the office, the internet is down. No email, no files, no meetings, everything stops. People walk around confused or take coffee breaks. Some coworkers play cards in the break room. I decide to use the time to clean my desk and organize my papers. I also write a to-do list for tomorrow. By 3 o'clock, the internet returns, and everyone cheers like it's a big event. After work, the sky turns gray, and rain starts to fall. I didn't bring my umbrella, so I stand under a roof and wait. A woman next to me offers to share her umbrella. We walk together for a few blocks, talking about the weather and work. Then she turns left, and I thank her before running to catch my bus. I get home a little wet but smiling. Sometimes small kindness from strangers feels very big. At home, I change into dry clothes and make a cup of tea. I don't want to just watch TV tonight. I remember the guitar in my closet. I haven't played it in months. I take it out, wipe off the dust, and sit on the bed. I try to play a simple song I learned last year. At first, my fingers feel stiff, but slowly the music comes back. I play for almost an hour and feel proud. Maybe I will practice more often. Just after dinner, my phone rings. It's my cousin from Canada. We haven't spoken in a long time, so I feel happy to hear her voice. We talk about work, life, and our families. She says she might visit next month and wants to meet. I say yes, and we make plans to go sightseeing together. It feels good to reconnect, even across the ocean. Before bed, I sit by the window and look at the night sky. Today was different, full of small surprises and new experiences. I write in my journal about the morning walk, the lunch market, the guitar, and the call. Every day is not the same, and that makes life interesting. I feel thankful for this simple but rich day. I brush my teeth, turn off the lights, and go to bed with a peaceful heart. Tomorrow is a new day, who knows what will happen? It's Saturday today, so I don't need to go to work. When I wake up, it's already 9 a.m., much later than usual. The sunlight comes through the window, and the room feels warm. I stay in bed for a few more minutes, just relaxing and thinking about nothing. Then I get up slowly, stretch my arms, and yawn. No rush, no alarm, no emails, just a calm, easy morning. I walk to the kitchen and decide to make something special for breakfast. I take out flour, eggs, and milk to make pancakes. While I cook, I play soft music on my phone, jazz, my weekend favorite. The smell of pancakes fills the kitchen, and my cat walks in, meowing for food. I put a few berries and honey on top and sit by the window with my plate. Outside, children are riding bicycles, and someone is walking a big golden dog. I eat slowly, enjoying every bite. It feels like a small vacation, even though I'm at home. After breakfast, I look around my apartment and see some mess. The books are everywhere, the floor needs sweeping, and the laundry is waiting. I don't really want to clean, but I turn up the music and dance around with the broom. I fold my clothes while singing badly, but no one hears me, so it's okay. I even find an old sweater I thought I lost. In 1 hour, the place looks much better, and I feel proud. Cleaning doesn't have to be boring, not if you make it fun. In the afternoon, I decide to go out. I haven't been to the library in a long time, and today feels like the right day. I take the bus and bring my library card. Inside, it's quiet and smells like paper and coffee. I walk between the shelves, reading titles, touching old book covers. I find a book about traveling in Japan and another one with short love stories. I borrow both, smile at the librarian, and go out feeling happy with my choices. On my way home, I sit on a park bench to read a little. An old man sits next to me and asks, is that book good? We start talking about books, movies, and how the city has changed. He says he was a teacher and used to read a lot to his students. His stories are full of life, and I enjoy listening. Before he leaves, he says, "Always be curious." That's the best way to live. I nod, and we wave goodbye. It was just a short talk but a good one. Later, while I'm walking home, it suddenly starts to rain. But this time, I don't run. I take off my jacket's hood and let the rain fall on my face. It feels cool and clean. The city looks different in the rain, softer, slower, almost like a dream. I step in a small puddle and laugh at myself. Sometimes, little moments like this are the best part of the day. Back at home, I dry off and look at the book I borrowed, the one about Japan. One chapter is about Japanese food, and there's a recipe for miso soup. I check my kitchen and find I have some of the ingredients. I follow the steps carefully and try my best. It's not perfect, but the taste is warm and new to me. I feel like I just visited another country, just from my own kitchen. Trying something new always brings a little adventure. After dinner, I feel like watching a movie. I scroll through my list and choose an old black and white film. At first, I think it might be boring, but it turns out to be beautiful. The actors talk slowly and clearly, and the music is soft and lovely. I make popcorn and wrap myself in a blanket. For 2 hours, I forget everything and just enjoy the story. It's nice to end the day with something quiet and artistic. Just before bed, I check my phone and see a message from my friend Sam. He writes, "Hey, I just wanted to say thank you for being there for me." It's unexpected, and it makes me pause. Sometimes we don't realize how much our small words or actions mean to others. I write back, "Thank you too. Your message made my night." Then I put the phone down and smile. These are the moments that matter, simple, kind, and true. As I lie in bed, I think about this whole day. It wasn't big or important, but it was full of new colors and little surprises. A walk, a pancake, a book, a chat, some rain, and a kind message. I feel like I lived more today just by doing small things differently. I tell myself, tomorrow is a new chance. I can choose how it feels. With that thought, I close my eyes and fall asleep. And so the routine continues, but never in the same way.